All right. Welcome in, everyone, to our deep dive today.
Yeah.
We're going to be taking a look at a single YouTube video.
Okay.
And this one's by ft.BHAAMTOON.
Oh,
Do you know ft.BHAAMTOON?
Yeah, I've seen some of his stuff. He's the Indian animator and content creator.
Yeah.
Does like social commentary. Really funny.
Yeah, so he does a lot of like humorous social commentary through animation.
I've seen some of his stuff. It's really clever.
So this particular video, he's tackling Indian TV tropes.
Okay.
And I think this will be fun because, like,
Yeah.
you know, we've probably all
Oh, yeah, for sure.
experienced some of these tropes, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Whether we watch Indian TV or not, like the over-the-top drama, the you know, predictable plot.
The family conflicts.
Yeah, exactly.
And he kind of skewers them hilariously, but also
Yeah.
it highlights what makes them so watchable, you know?
It's true. There's something about those tropes that, even though they can be kind of ridiculous, they suck you in.
They totally do.
No, like, you can't.
I think our mission today is to kind of unpack his critique of Indian TV serials, try to understand how the animation style is used to bring those jokes to life, and figure out why this video is so popular.
Yeah.
Even for people who've never seen, you know, quote unquote, a single episode of Indian TV.
Exactly. And, you know, it's interesting because even for those who haven't, like I was saying, he uses those concepts that everybody knows. Like, he kicks off the video just absolutely roasting daily soap operas, the excessive makeup, the jewelry, you know, like mountains of it. Yeah. Which is, you know, obviously played for laughs, but it's like, it speaks to something real about those shows. Right?
Oh, and right away I was hooked by the animation style.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's so dynamic and expressive. There's this one part where he's, like, describing this typical soap opera scene, and the characters' eyes are, like, bulging out of their heads with drama.
Totally.
And it's, like, perfect.
And the way he does, like, those quick cuts.
Yeah.
And, like, the movements are really exaggerated. It's like he's channeling the shows themselves.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
And then there's this line I wrote down. I was cracking up.
What is it?
He's like, so much gold, silver, diamonds, and then they pile on the makeup.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Who sits at home like that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's true.
It's so true.
It's so funny.
It's like he's pointing out how ridiculous it is, but at the same time, like, there's that part of you that's like, well, it's kind of entertaining.
I know.
Right.
It's like, why do I like this?
And it's not just the visuals, it's the writing, too. Like, he's really good with the timing, like comedic timing and wordplay.
Totally. But it's not all surface-level jokes, either.
Right.
It's like when he gets to that Sas Bahu drama, the classic, you know, mother-in-law versus daughter-in-law conflict.
Yeah.
He's tapping into something deeper.
Right. He's not just making fun of it just because he's commenting on, like, you know, those cultural dynamics, the families, the expectations. Yeah.
Like, I'm not Indian, but I can relate to family dynamics driving you crazy.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Everybody's got family.
And he makes that connection. Like, he's joking about how these shows were basically inescapable.
Right.
Like, you're hostage to your family's TV choices.
Oh, totally. That's so true.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the nostalgia comes in. Like, he's tapping into that shared experience of growing up and, like, you know, there were just some shows you could not escape. Even if you didn't like them, they were just there. Yeah. You know?
And he makes it even funnier by comparing it to, like, Dragon Ball Z, where, like, kids would pretend to be into these family dramas just to fit in.
Oh, my God.
With their parents.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, fake it till you make it.
You know?
That's so relatable.
Totally.
No matter what your culture is. Right?
Exactly. It's that social pressure, especially, like, within families. Yeah. That, like, influences what you watch.
Totally.
Like, you might secretly hate it.
Yeah.
But you just gotta smile and nod. Yeah. Because it's easier than starting a fight. Over the remote, you know?
Exactly. And then he throws this curveball.
Okay.
And he brings in Game of Thrones.
Oh, wow.
And he compares it to these Indian TV serials. And he's saying they both have tons of family drama. But somehow Game of Thrones is considered.
Right.
So.
And it's so interesting because it's not just the plot.
Yeah.
It's how we perceive media from different cultures, you know?
Yeah.
There's this bias, like Western stuff. It's like sophisticated, even when it's just as, you know, crazy as the stuff we make fun of.
And he's not afraid to poke fun at himself either.
Oh, really?
He jokes about being so obsessed with Game of Thrones, he needs subtitles.
Oh.
He has to Google all these terms.
It's great.
And it's just...
I love that.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
The self-deprecating humor.
Yeah, that self-awareness is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's saying, look, I love it too, but it's not perfect, you know?
Totally.
It's got the same problems as the other stuff. Yeah, and he's not being like, holier than thou. Yeah. It's just like... Let's be real here, you know? We all have our guilty pleasures.
We do.
Yeah.
And speaking of guilty pleasures.
Okay.
We got to talk about his take on the ads.
Oh, yeah.
I mean.
Those are the worst.
Everybody hates ads.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Especially
the unskippable ones.
Oh, my God. Yes, the long ones.
And he turns them into comedy gold.
Oh, really? How does he do that?
Well, okay, so there's the toilet cleaner ad.
Okay.
And it's basically like, you'll be a social outcast.
Yeah.
If it's not sparkling clean.
And spotless, yeah. And it's so ridiculous, but also kind of true.
Right. It's like playing on our anxieties about like fitting in.
Yes. And then there's the one that's like the poverty-themed audition.
Oh my God.
For a talent show.
Like using their struggles.
I know.
For entertainment.
They're kind of messed up.
Yeah.
But like.
It happens.
It does.
Yeah.
It's so over the top, but he makes you think about like how reality TV exploits people, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, wow.
It's good that he brings it up, though, you know? Makes you think.
It does. Just when you think it's like all super serious, you know, social commentary, he throws in this running gag about a mother of dragons subplot.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's so funny.
Where'd that come from?
It's clearly, you know, inspired by Daenerys Targaryen.
Oh, from Game of Thrones? Yeah. Okay.
But he takes it to, like, that's so funny.
This level of absurdity, you have to see it.
I'm going to have to watch this.
Oh, you have to. Like the dragon poop part?
Dragon poop.
I was dying.
Oh, my God.
It's so funny.
So he's just, like, making fun of how, like...
I think it works on a lot of levels.
Okay.
Like, on the surface, it's just funny.
Yeah.
But it's also, like, satirizing how Indian TV borrows from Western fantasy, but doesn't always, like...
Doesn't quite...
Get it right.
Yeah. So it's like trying to capitalize on Game of Thrones, but it's just this mishmash of, like...
That's so funny.
Ideas.
I love that.
And the way he animates it, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, characters running around.
Okay.
They think dragons are real. They're writing letters to the mother of dragons.
Oh, my God.
Like, threatening letters.
That's hilarious.
It's so funny.
I love it.
It's just pure chaos.
It's great.
And I think that chaos is what makes it so great.
Yeah. It's just like...
It's like he's saying, look.
Yeah.
Indian TV's already full of drama and ridiculous plot twists.
Yeah.
So let's just go with it.
Let's just embrace it.
Yeah.
Go all the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But even in all that craziness, there's moments where he, like, has these insights, you know.
What do you mean?
Like, when they're arguing about whether dragon poop is a superfood.
Okay.
It's funny.
Yeah.
But it also makes you think about, like, how misinformation spreads. You know?
Yeah, like blind faith.
Yeah, and blind faith. Yeah. Even in ridiculous situations.
Exactly.
Like, it's social commentary, but with dragon poop jokes.
I love it.
It's so good.
And I think that's what makes him so appealing. It's like, he doesn't take himself too seriously.
No.
But he's got something to say.
Yeah.
You know?
He really does.
It's great.
So we've talked about the drama, we've talked about the ads, the Game of Thrones stuff. But what I really want to dig into is how he uses animation.
Yeah.
To make all of this so effective.
Okay.
Like, it's not just the visuals.
Right.
It's the way he uses them.
Yeah.
To tell a story. To build characters. And even to make you think about the world, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Physically.
I think what makes him so different from other animators is that blend of humor and social commentary. You know?
It's so smart.
It's insightful. It's fun.
Yeah.
He's not afraid of complex topics.
No.
But he doesn't make it feel heavy.
Right.
It's like a wink.
Yeah.
You know? He uses the animation to make it...
Inviting you into the joke.
Yeah, more palatable.
It's perfect, and the style itself is perfect.
What do you mean?
It's fast-paced.
Okay.
Colorful. Those exaggerated expressions, you know?
Yeah.
You just laugh out loud.
It's like classic cartoons, but like updated for today.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
And those quick cuts and transitions.
Oh, yeah.
The way he moves between scenes and ideas.
Keeps the energy up.
It's so good.
Doesn't let the joke die.
Yeah, exactly. He knows Like, attention spans are short.
We are!
You know? So he gets right to it.
Every frame is packed with stuff.
And it's not just about the laughs.
Okay.
He uses the animation to, like, emphasize points, create these, like, memorable images.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's that part where he's talking about Dragon Ball Z. And his character's eyes. They turn into these huge anime eyes.
Oh, my God. That's so funny.
It's so simple.
I love it.
But it's so effective.
Yeah.
And it's just perfect, you know?
It's like that childhood obsession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way he builds characters.
Oh, yeah.
Even when they're based on these crazy TV tropes. They each have their own look and mannerisms. And it's like, they feel relatable.
Yeah.
Even though they're doing all that.
Even though they're absurd.
Yeah. Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I love those little details. Like, he really puts them in there.
And it's those little details. Like, when he animates the Sasbahu conflicts.
Okay.
Like, they're breathing fire at each other.
That's great.
It's so over the top, but it's perfect, you know?
It's like those emotions times 1,000.
Yeah,
exactly. The animation.
And the environments, too.
Oh, yeah.
The way he animates, like, sets, and it's, like, gaudy, over-decorated.
Like, you're really there in that world.
It's like heightened reality.
Yeah, it's real and fake at the same time.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so cool that he can do that.
It's just like, you know, you're watching a BHAAMTOON video.
Yeah.
Like, from the style alone.
It's like his signature.
Yeah.
You know?
It's amazing.
Which is hard to do these days.
So hard.
With so much animation out there.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's really impressive.
It is. And it's not just the aesthetic either.
Right.
Like, he's engaging with social issues, cultural trends, even political stuff sometimes.
And he makes you laugh while doing it.
Yeah.
That's the key.
It's a powerful tool.
It is, especially for satire. Yeah. And, you know, social commentary.
Yeah.
You can exaggerate.
Yeah.
You can distort.
Totally.
You can do stuff
you can't do in live action.
Yeah, exactly. And that makes it perfect for, like, poking fun at society.
It does.
You know?
Yeah.
Our norms, conventions, all that.
But it's not just about the laughs.
Right.
There's heart there, too.
Yeah, there is.
Like, he loves.
He does.
But he's satirizing.
He does, yeah. And it comes through.
It does.
It's like nuanced satire.
Yeah.
That's why people respond to it.
So good. So back to the video, though.
Okay.
I keep thinking about that whole Mother of Dragons storyline.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
It is.
But also, like...
kind of familiar.
It could be real.
It could.
Like, it could be on TV right now.
And that's what's so funny. Yeah. Like, he takes those tropes, those plots, and he twists them into something hilarious, insightful.
Yeah, it's like, look, this is crazy. But let's just...
see what happens.
See where it goes.
Yeah.
And it goes to some crazy places.
It does. Like what?
Threatening letters.
Yeah.
Dragon poop.
Dragon poop.
Superfood. You know.
Yeah.
It's so over the top.
Love it.
But it works.
Yeah.
Because it's rooted
in
truth. You know.
Like the reality of those shows.
Yeah. And it's not just about poking fun at those shows.
Okay.
I think it's about...
it's bigger than that. What is it?
How the media in general...
okay.
uses the same ideas over and over again.
Recycles them.
Yeah, recycles them.
Yeah.
And by taking them to this, like, crazy extreme, he makes us see them.
See them for what they are.
For what they are.
Yeah.
You know.
Exposes them.
He's holding up a mirror to us and our
habits.
Habits.
Yeah. What are we watching? Why?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like he's created this language that we all understand.
It's visual.
Yeah, but it's also like his own thing.
Totally. You know you're watching a BHAAMTOON video.
Yeah. Like immediately.
Instantly. Yeah.
And that's hard.
It's so hard.
Especially these days.
I know, with so much animation out there. It's like, how do you stand out?
I know. But he does.
He does.
And it's so cool because it's not just, like, about the way it looks. He's using it.
To say something.
To say something, yeah.
Yeah, about social issues, cultural trends.
He's got something to say.
Yeah, even political stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
And he makes you laugh while doing it.
And that's important.
That's so important. It's
a powerful tool.
Yeah.
Animator.
Especially for
satire.
Yeah.
Like,
you can
exaggerate. Yeah.
You can distort reality.
You can play with it in a way.
In a way that you can't.
You can't with real people.
But live action,
You know.
Totally.
And that makes it perfect for, like,
Yeah.
poking fun at ourselves.
at society, at
society, you know, like, what are we doing?
Yeah, our norms and conventions.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not just about the laughs either.
Right, there's
heart.
Yeah, there's feeling there.
It's like, he loves the things he's making fun of.
Yeah, and that makes a difference.
It does.
You know, it's like nuanced satire.
Yeah.
That's why it works. Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
So back to the video.
Okay.
That Mother of Dragons storyline.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
It's ridiculous.
But it's also like,
yeah,
it could be real.
It could be on TV right now.
Right, and that's what's so funny.
It is.
Like, he takes those familiar things.
Yeah.
Those overused plots.
Yeah, those tropes.
Yeah, the tropes. Twists them, yeah.
Into something
hilarious, but also insightful.
Yeah.
You know?
He's saying, like, look, I know this is crazy.
Let's just go with it.
But let's just embrace the craziness.
See where it takes us.
Yeah.
And it takes us to some wild places.
Dragon poop.
Dragon poop, yeah.
Superfood, oh my god.
Threatening letters.
It's amazing.
To a dragon queen.
It works.
It does.
Because it's based on...
Yeah.
The truth.
The truth of those shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's also, like, bigger than just Indian TV.
It is.
You know?
It's about how the media...
The media in general just uses the same ideas.
Recycles them.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
You know?
And by taking it to that extreme...
To the extreme, he's, like, forcing us to see it.
To confront it, yeah.
For what it is.
Yeah, he's holding up a mirror.
Yeah.
To all of us.
To our habits.
To our habits, yeah.
What are we watching and why?
Exactly. So what does all this mean for you, our listener?
Yeah, like, so what?
Yes, so what? So the next time you're flipping through channels and you see a show full of cliches and ridiculous plot twists, don't just dismiss it.
Okay.
Try to see it.
Like ft.BHAAMTOON.
Yeah, through ft.BHAAMTOON's eyes.
Look for the humor.
Look for the humor.
Appreciate the absurdity.
Yeah, and maybe ask yourself, why do these tropes?
Why are we still doing this?
Why are we still doing this? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
why does it still work?
Why does it still work? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll discover a new appreciation for storytelling.
Even the crazy stuff.
Yeah, even the crazy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Or at the very least, you'll have a good laugh. A good laugh. And in this crazy world...
This world we live in...
A good laugh...
is important.
Is never a bad thing.
It's true.
And ft.BHAAMTOON reminds us...
What's that?
That laughter...
Laughter
can be a powerful tool...
It is.
...for understanding the world... Yeah. Even when that world...
Even when it's full of...
Is full of dragon poop.
Dragon poop and melodrama.
And crazy soap operas.
It's true.
It's so true.
ft.BHAAMTOON is the best.
He's the best.